done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
I'm here.
Bone face. You.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself. You.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap right now!
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
All up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit on this Friday night. Yo, it's all good. You know, we got a small crowd tonight, but it's all good because we still gonna, you know what I'm saying, we still gonna speak this truth. You already know how we do. So I appreciate everybody who got time to tune in on this Friday night. We ain't gonna be here all night, but we're gonna keep the facts like how we do. So let's go into the first situation I want to discuss about black men in the community. We tend to want to rise to occasions where we have no responsibility in, i.e., taking care of a woman who had a child by another man. With that being said, check this out.
Don't move.
I don't give a fuck.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Man, I don't co-sign to no shit like this, man. The caption, if y'all can't read that, but I'm going to read that for you, just so y'all can see, or just so y'all can know, just in case. It says, man married the woman who cheated on him, who got pregnant on him by another man. I'll repeat that back for the deaf people in the back. It says, man married the woman who cheated on him. Well, I'll repeat it again. Man married the woman who cheated on him, and he still surprised her by taking care of the baby.
What kind of shit is that?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Any hooker who wants to go and have a baby by another man, she needs to go ahead and marry that man. If not, then guess what? She asked to fuck out.
You got it, girl. Drop her.
Because I'm going to just do this right now. I can honestly say that I know people who have personally adopted kids that were not theirs, only for the mother to take it for granted. It's not like they got it unlimited pussy for it, or unlimited thank yous, or some type of accolades, or maybe another bitch to fuck, or anything like that. All they got was the responsibility of taking care of someone else's child.
Who?
Now that, to me, there's nothing that could make that better or make it beneficial. And I hate to say this, the only time it would be good for a man to step up to the plate and take care of a child that isn't his, and this is a big if, this is just in a perfect world, only if that woman was going to be the sole provider of that family. Okay? And when I say sole provider, I don't mean, there's going to be a prenup or anything in place. That woman will have to, even if there was a prenup, that prenup would have to put that man in a better position than he was to be entered in a situation, because taking care of a child that's not yours is a lose-lose situation. Because even if you pour into that child and that child becomes, an athletic prodigy, they're going to take care of their mom. They're not going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real.
If you got a girl, drop her.
So yeah, being on this type of shit and taking care of someone else's baby is a lose-lose situation. And I'm going to say this, y'all, you only got one life to live. only one life to live. There's no, there's no do-overs or anything like that after this life. So you gotta, when you go through this life, you have to be very, what's the word? You have to be very calculating, very, what's the word? I don't want to say the word precise, but you definitely have to be very strategic in how you live your life. And picking up a chick who already has, who's cheat, and then it's not even like you met the chick and she just had another baby, because even though that would still be bad too, but this chick stepped out on you and you still gonna go be with her? And I can honestly say that Black men in the community, we are set up to be on, to be simps. I don't know why. I don't know what it has to do with slavery or bug breaking, but Black men, for some reason, want to save women. For some reason, in other communities, they don't make a big deal about picking up used women, bro. Dwayne Rose says, be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be, G. And thank you for tuning in, bro. It's a fact, definitely gotta be on your P's and Q's. And unfortunately, when you're raised by a matriarchy and you don't have your father in your home, or if you have a father in the home, but, he was raised by a matriarchy, he wanted to be a simp, then guess what? You're going to have situations where men are going to marry women who had children by other men, on your watch. That was a slap in the face. Like, she cheated on you, got pregnant, and still want to be around your ass?
So bullshit. All of it.
Dwayne Rose says it's a bunch of things. One, we deal with survivor's guilt. Well, and that's something that why, Coach Greg Adams always tells us to get the hell out of the community. Because here's the thing, and I mentioned this in his video on his podcast as well. Them same people who say that you should help out the poor and the needy, if they're in a position that you're in, where they're able to leave the hood and, they're able to contribute and donate into the hood, these same people will not donate or even spit on you if you're on fire. Because the truth is, it's a human nature to not really give a fuck about anybody when you're on top. And there's a reason why people who are on top don't really give a fuck about poor people, because guess what? Poor people don't give a fuck about people either. People believe poor people are more humble because they're poor. That's not necessarily true. Some of those same poor people, a lot of those people are poor because of their mentality, not because of racism or anything like that. It's a mentality. Dwayne Rose says they did amazing with psychological warfare. Facts. Especially in the Black community, man. Because, I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist. I'm not saying that racism didn't play a part in this country. But most of the racism that I experienced is internal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never had a white woman ever tell me that I had to be 6'3" to be with her. You know what I'm saying? I might have had a white woman tell me that, she looks for, if she was looking for a relationship with a man with money, she'd probably date a white guy. I heard that before, but I've never actually heard any. Read this. I've heard Black women say, for me to be with them, I had to have money too. So, but I've never had a white woman or Caucasian or Asian woman ever tell me because I was not 6'3" that I couldn't get with her or I couldn't be her man or nothing like that. Straight up. Now, with that being said, I got another thing to show from World Star. It's not very long, but I'm going to show it anyway. Because it shows another brother who, I guess he was paying child support or taking care of a kid who was not his for 12 years. Well, a set of twins. And, some people are going to say, oh, but Callie, this is a skit, Callie. Well, I don't give a fuck. because we all know skits are based off of real life events.
3 things you should never do if your dog is suffering from arthritis. Number 1, giving them glucosamine.
I need all my money back, bro. Right there. Open that right now, bro. You been playing with me, bro. Them twins are not mine. Open this. You know, what is this? This is DNA test for the twins. You know the twins? You said that was mine? 12 years? 12 years? You see this? It ain't even I need it. I don't care, bro. I went to go get the DNA test, bro. Stop playing. First of all, where's the money? I need my money. I need my money. 12 years old. I don't care. If you want a DNA test, you should have got the DNA test when I laid on the table. That don't mean nothing. You was there. It don't matter. I got this DNA test. 12 years. Who else do they know? Like, what is you doing? Who else do they know? I need my money. I'm eating because every dollar I don't care about none of that, bro. What? Where's my money? Lay that right here. Clearly, you want to touch it. Like, you want to touch it. Like, come on. I need my money, bro. You want to touch it.
3 things you should never do if your dog is suffering from arthritis. Number 1, giving them glucosamine.
Yo. Did she just say, do you want to tussle? That was her response, bro? Really?
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened to the camera, but give me a second, y'all. Oh, wowzers. Oh, really? That's how they're gonna do me? That's how we going out? Oh, okay.
All up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of.
I appreciate y'all still tuning in through this technical difficulties. Okay, so let the show continue. Now, buddy said he want his money, not now, right now. But unfortunately, the thing is, I don't know if he signed a birth certificate, but if he signed a birth certificate, he's asked to fuck out. And if he didn't sign the birth certificate and he was just paying for it just on the strength of her word, he still asked to fuck out. And she is right. Even though she's wrong about how she did him, she is right. He should have got a paternity test as soon as it was claimed that the baby was his, because this is something that people have been doing since the beginning of time. Dwayne Rhodes says, so many things are interwoven. Racism is an economic structure. It's a business. Now it's working like a well-oiled machine. Oh, facts. Well, I mean, right. I mean, yes, that's true. But yo, think about it. What I noticed recently now is more things are more, is less white privilege, more family privilege. Because the successful people I know in my life, they either came from good parenting or at least one parent who really, really, really cared about them so much that they sacrificed everything to make sure that kid rose up on top. Every other person, the hell? Every other person who either got it out the mud from hard work. Other than that, it's usually probably if your parents put you in the right position in life. Now, Supreme B says big problems in small towns in the South, dudes taking care of someone else's child. Facts. Facts. Oh, trust me, I know, because I see it happen all the time. Dwayne Rose then says, we know the horror people went through, so we do whatever we can to keep our race going. We do a lot of sacrificing, like raising another man's child. Man, you know what? Okay, I get that. I totally get that. But why though? You know what I'm saying? Look, just because we went through racism and stuff like that in the Deep South, why does that negate to, oh, well, I should be taking care of somebody else's kids? Because, that wouldn't be a racism problem. That'd be a self-inflicted problem. Maybe their sister shouldn't open her legs for that wrong brother. You feel me? Now, Dwayne Rose then says DTJ is removing DTJ is removing the phrase "I'm strong and independent," forcing men and women to make heterosexual relationships a go. All these DEI jobs are for liberal white women. Facts. Facts. As a matter of fact, I said this last night on the last podcast, but my barber tried to complain to me about Trump to me. But, I told him not to complain to me about Trump unless you could tell me something that you complain about with Joe Biden, because I done sat down in your barber chair for the last couple of years and you ain't said a peep about Joe Biden teaching. And mind you, my barber's a Jamaican. He ain't ever said nothing about Joe Biden and this administration teaching people how to be gay and how they should teach LGBT and how, transvestites should be able to read to children and stuff like that. No one said anything about that. No one said anything about how they were forcing Americans to take a poke that wasn't for sure, in order to keep their jobs and all that. What about that? What about the 6 feet of distancing? What about social distancing and all that crap? And you can't stay, you can't go outside, and there's a curfew. What about that? Because that was very dictatorish. What kind of republic or what type of democracy goes where you can't say, you know what? Okay, they say, all right, fine. Their argument was, okay, if you take this vaccine, you'll be better, or it will protect you. Wasn't it my American right as an American to say, you know what? I have a right to refuse, or I have a right to not take this poke, and maybe you have a right to at least see what happens, years down the line. If you guys are okay, then, all right, fine. Maybe I'll be okay to taking it. But no, I'm not going to take something that, if I take it, I can't even sue the manufacturer for it. That, to me, y'all, was the ultimate red flag of that administration, was the fact that they're trying to make you take a vaccine and you couldn't even sue them. If something bad happened, you couldn't even sue them. To me, that was almost an indication of the setup right there. And I truly believe that them telling us to take the jab and taking us the poke, even though I didn't take it, I truly believe that they're trying to get Americans sick. I truly believe that, when it all comes down to the powers that be, they really want less Americans. Because think about it. We're running out of land. We're running out of space. The food surplus is short. Trust me, they want to get rid of people. They're not going to tell you this, but they want you to get rid of people. Especially the last administration, they want to get rid of Americans. Supreme B says, a result of a scarcity mindset. Dudes do not believe in their true value as a man. Facts. And I can honestly say that I was one of those men. Dwayne Rose says, survival guilt to raise another man's child. Psychological warfare is deep. It's a great military tactic. Oh, facts. Dwayne Rose says, peep game. They got black to not be natural in regards of reasons of on male offsprings. Case in point, animals in the wild. The male kids, the male kills the male kids before him to get the female in heat, so they can start on his own tribe, family, and pride. As adults, we are sophisticated, high conscious animals. Yo, but no, I agree. You know, it's so crazy. It's funny you say that. Even though humans are the higher sophisticated animals, down to a primal instinct, we still feel the same way, because guess what? Most people do not want to raise other people's kids. I still remember my dad's, my mom's ex-boyfriend or her fiance in the 80s. I still remember that he wasn't really too fond of me. And guess what? Why? And here's the thing. I didn't understand why. I just thought he was just a mean asshole. And maybe he was a mean asshole. But the thing is that, guess what? The truth is that most people just don't like other people's kids because, you know, what's the bet? Think about it. What is the benefit of him, of a dad being nice to someone else's kid? Only just to smooth the mother. Other than that, there is no benefit of raising someone else's kids. So, you know, as I got older, I wasn't even mad at him almost. I mean, I was a little bit. I mean, in theory, I was still kind of mad at him because it's like you treat a little kid mean. But at the end of the day, maybe that says more about him than about the situation. Because if you don't like someone who already has kids, then maybe you need to stop being such a damn loser and get with a chick who doesn't have kids. But guess what? He could step his game up. So guess what? He was just mad at the kids. You know, really kind of a real awkward or weird way of looking at things. Dwayne Rose says, what you wrote is in a snarky, sarcastic tone. Yeah, shit. Now, Supreme Beast says, thank God I watched the documentary American Pimp. Oh, it tells you a lot of the good and bad about pimping. Dwayne Rose says, ha, 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 ha. When my stepmom would be around, ha, ha, ha. He'd be like, what this little nigga want now? Right. But you know what? Now that I'm older, I understand why they kind of felt some type of way. But at the same time, that's not to ever rationalize how they felt. But at the same time, it's just like, niggas, y'all niggas some losers, because y'all should have went ahead and made your own family with a new woman. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Whether that, you know, and I could actually say that whether that's my mom or not, or a family member. Like, at the same time, because let's just be real. If you are going to take someone seriously and she has children, I hate to say this, but you do have to accept the children as a package deal. But at the same time, these niggas didn't want a woman with kids, but dealt with a woman because they couldn't even get another better woman. That's some really, really backwards thinking, bro. Dwayne Rose says, on some basic natural shit, when a man is around a previous woman's kids, that shit starts to lower a man's testosterone. Hey, there's even evidence that even says a man being around his own kids lowers his testosterone as well. But dude, can you imagine how low the testosterone must be? Because think about it. Your natural instinct as a man is to, you know, when you're around a woman, is to bone her and give her offspring, right? But when you're with a woman with kids, like, that whole sexual aura is not there. Like, that's one thing I could definitely admit to when dealing with women with kids, is that the same sexual machismo, the same charisma is not really there when there's a kid in the other room, when there's a kid around, when there's this kid in the picture. The dynamic's not really there. That's why, like, shit. If I was ever dealing with a chick with kids, the kids would literally, I would have to literally not see them kids, because that's going to just kill off all game, straight up. And like I said, it kind of goes back to the man. You know, if you don't want to deal with chicks with kids, or you don't want to deal with someone else's kids, maybe you need to step your game up and deal with a woman who have no kids. I mean, sometimes life is very simple if you allow it to be. You feel me?
He ain't lying.
Now, nowadays, we're always dealing with women, who's always, we're always dealing with women, and, they either come with, packages of other children or even just other physical scars. Like, look at this beautiful chick right here. But before we go, we're going to see what Dwayne Rose has to say. He said, this topic we're speaking about is through many lenses, anthropology, sociology, and have inserts through so many historical events, life be lifting. Life be lifing. This shit ain't no joke. So many levels to this shit. Well, yeah, there's a lot of nuance to that. I mean, there's a lot of nuance to it, right? There is a lot of nuance to it. I agree. But at the end of the day, whether there's neons, historical data, or anything in it, at the end of the day, it's still a beta move. You know what I'm saying? It's still a beta move, right? I mean, we could definitely agree on that, right? Now, Dwayne Rose says the concept of the family has changed so much since World War II. Yeah, hey, we were talking about that last night. I think we were talking about last night, or maybe I was going to talk about that in a private discussion. But yes, I mean, think about it. The main reason why Ronald Reagan even started divorce culture with no-fault divorce in California in the 70s was because they knew, two people with sexual security numbers and get income is more financially better for the government than it is, than having a single family who's either joining, who's filing jointly or one person making income. Like, women have, truth to be told, women are the one who fell for the feminism, the lie of feminism, because they want to have their own job. And guess what? Now they're forced to work for the rest of their lives. Check this out. You?
23.
Are you single?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because I love life.
So you're not looking for a man now, or no? Why not?
Because I'm just okay. Right now I'm living, I'm only 23. Life is short.
Do you want to settle down one day eventually, or no?
Yeah, probably like before I'm 30, 35.
Now, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I know she got a weave, and I know she's dressed like a hooker. But this chick is gorgeous. Like, I don't know how she looked, without the makeup and the weave. But if I was just a guess, just from where I'm looking at her there, this girl is a beauty, bro. Like, if she wasn't out there, a nigga would try to wife her up quick. Look at her, 23. Man, that pussy probably tastes like Aquafina. You know what I'm saying? Clean. That I could tell. You could just look at her. Even if she is a hoe, she probably don't have that much miles on her. But here's a joke. She's 23. She said that she ain't trying to get married until she's 30, 35. Can you imagine how ran through she gonna be by that time, bro?
It's an evil world we live in.
Shit. Supreme B says, because of Obama, we got training Navy SEALs. Well, they called Barack Obama not the first black president, but the first gay president for a reason. Dwayne Rose says 100% agree. Beta moves. Ninjas will do anything for pussy. We were show being a simp. Beta is a hero. Well, that's also in the I think that's also in American kind of mentality too, because even in movies we show where men will always try to shave the damsel in distress. Definitely. And you know what? And it could even be argued that the reason why black men are raising other people's kids is because maybe during slavery, we were literally being cooked. Think about it. The slave master had his way with, the slave master probably had his way with your woman before she was able to be a woman. After she probably done had 5 to 6 kids, and, master didn't really, had any instructions to her. That was probably when, master was like, okay, fine, you know what, you could go ahead and get married to this other field Negro. And, maybe, he could get it up to have the kids. more kids for you. And maybe down to historically, maybe black men, we were not used to dealing with women with other people's kids. It gets deep. It gets deep. Supreme B brings up eugenics. Facts. Dwayne Rose says they are removing masculinity. Why no? We are moving into a digital culture, make everything neutral. Shit, I tie into sci-fi. I'll be on one hell of a right. They're removing morals, which are rules. Well, all right. Let's expound on that. Even though we're supposed to be talking about this chick, let's expound on that. Well, I don't know. Have you ever looked up Marxism or communism? Well, the way communism works is it separates it. Communism is all about putting the state before the person, before a family, before religion, before God. They put the state before all of that. As a matter of fact, communism, communists have things against religion. Why? Because religion tells you about putting God first, by putting the rules of God that he had on the land, not the state. That's why a lot of Chinese, a lot of communists, they are kind of persecuting Buddhist monks and stuff like that, because Buddhism, is one of those religions where it's not very selfish. It kind of has to do with you putting forth, for the world, and, the Chinese government did a lot to kind of, persecute a lot of those Buddhists and, and Muslims and other religions. Even in Russia as well. I'm saying, even though there's a lot of Jewish people in, Russia, the state was supposed to come before the religion. Think about it. Communism is kind of a futuristic kind of state of mind. And dude, the U.S. did a lot to fight against communism. And I think the 20s and after the World War II. But the truth is, communism has infiltrated our government or our way of life. When they decided to remove church from the state, that was one move that was closer to communism. That removing the church from the state would have never happened in the 70s and would have never happened in the 80s. Never. Even under these racist white people. That part of communism would have never transpired. But the reason why it was able to take place is because, people start putting in their own little Marxist ways of thinking into the world. So yes, so the sci-fi does kind of correlate because, dude, sci-fi is just nothing but, things of the past refined and put to future use. Dwayne Rose says the comic books figure that laid his Mac down was Batman, cold as ice. He said, been around hoes my whole life. Real talk. These hoes are wild as fuck nowadays, from the 90s to now. Facts. But guess what? I'm kind of glad you kind of mentioned that, because that kind of segues back to this chick. Look at this chick right here on the right of me, man. This chick she is a hottie. She is a beautiful woman. But guess what? They take their youth and their beauty, all that youth and that beauty, that body that she's supposed to be given to a man, she's supposed to have at least 3 or 4 kids by somebody. Look how she's shaped. Even though she's slim, look at them hips. She's supposed to have 3 to 4 kids by somebody. But guess what? That body can get used up by basketball players, by celebrities, rappers, dope boys, scammers. And then she's going to turn around and try to come back to you. When she's all done up and used up, now she's going to talk about how now at 30, 35, now she wants to settle down.
So 35 is the sweet spot. Let's get married. Let's have kids.
Yeah.
But what do you plan on doing up until then?
Living my life. Traveling, accomplishing goals in life, making money, just building a future for myself and whatever comes with it.
But be honest. You're 35. Do you think that men are going to be going for a woman who's that age, or are they going to be going for the younger girls?
I see it go always. It just depends. Everyone does it. There's people getting married at like 60 and 70 nowadays. Who cares?
Doesn't mean that you want to be married at 60, though.
That doesn't matter. Whatever life brings me. I'm not, some people are too focused on finding love, and I'm not really one of those people.
See? But guess what? What she's saying is not anything that we haven't heard of before. Women have been saying this for the longest. If you watch Eartha Kitt's interviews when she was young and looking like a spring chicken and beautiful, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of talking the same shit, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Here's the thing. The thing is, they believe that this beauty and how they look and all the guys that holler at them, they believe that those same types will be available. And what they could do is just settle down with a good guy. And it don't be like that at all. Because, trust me, we've seen a lot of chicks who are in their 30s and their 40s crashing out now because they can't get the man that they want. Now, Dwayne Rhodes says American education ain't like Europe. He says they learn about different regimes. I agree. But beat this. Yeah, but guess what? Yeah, man, Westerners are just Westerners, man. Whether they're from the UK, the USA, Canada, man, different wings on the same bird. With that being said, there's a video that I wanted to show. Check this out. Talk about European girls. Here we go.
Hey, this is mad.
I saw when I pulled up as well.
What, you got bunda, don't it? Yeah. That's mad. Nah, he ain't gonna bang her. He better not bang her,
Yo, she got a fat ass, dog. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't know that would stick like that in the UK.
You wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Oh shit. Hey, come back, come. Oh shit. You better not argue with that girl though. She like she'll fuck him up though.
Yeah, definitely.
This guy got nabbed. Hey, what's wrong with my man? Get the fuck, leave the fucking van, buddy. Yo. That's mad. What's going on, darling? You right, yeah? I saw that. You wanna lift? I'm 1% of the road there for you. You right, yeah? Oh, sorry. I'm driving in the wrong part of the bloody car park now. Okay.
I'm fucking alright! I fucking hate him!
Yo. Yo. And guess what? A ninja will do that to you too. A nigga will watch you argue with a chick, right? And then go give her a ride. Hey, yo, don't ask me how I know, but ain't nothing make a woman hornier than get an argument with her dude and another dude pick her up.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Dwayne Rhodes says our current culture has been manipulated. These people's mentality development has been pushed back 10 years back. Then the exception was not the rule. Now they're trying to make the exceptions the rule. Well, hey, that's a fact. There's a reason why they call the hood the projects, man, because it's a project to see how they could destroy people. Because unfortunately, a lot of the negative things that we see in the hood, we end up seeing in Hollywood and other places as well, Kind of like the drug problem and the opioid epidemic. You know, it wasn't a problem when, you know, when Ronald Reagan was dumping drugs in Los Angeles and Chicago and New York City. You know, and it became a problem when it started showing up in Wall Street and started showing up on, you know, USC and campuses all over the, you know, all over the white, you know, white America. So yeah, you know, it is definitely, but you end up realizing, and I tell people all the time, and just like I told my barber yesterday, even though he wasn't trying to hear me, I told him, if you got any questions about why the world is a certain way, just follow the money. The money tells you everything. The money tells it all to you. You know what I'm saying? The money, you know, when you realize everything is kind of behind this money, is making this money, you know, realizing everything makes sense. Because, you know, people ask, oh, okay, why did they pump drugs into the black community? Well, if they make a bunch of certain color people, the criminals or the drug dealers and the drug pushers, then guess what? That, of course, means that we need more law enforcement. And guess what? They can hire more white people to be law enforcement to lock black people up, more white people to get, you know, to get deleted by, you know, these criminals and vice versa. Because guess what? There is business in dead people. There's business in dead people. There's business in incarcerated people. There's business in confiscating narcotics and money. You know, you end up kind of realizing that it was all it is a well-oiled machine for a reason. And, you know, truth be told, if they didn't have drugs in this country, yeah. And I forgot what show I was watching, but they basically pointed out that basically if there was no drugs in this country, we probably would have went to a recession and we probably would have had a second depression a long time ago. Ain't that crazy? But they say because of drug money, the drug money is what pushed America to still stay afloat. What about that? So it makes sense. So, you know, they gotta have sense to facilitate, you know, helping women raise other, you know, future criminals, right? Shit crazy. Because no dude really respects, you know, I had to say this, but no dude really respects their stepfather or their adopted fathers. I mean, I would say that people, I would say someone would probably respect their adopted father probably more than their stepfather. And to some degree, probably wouldn't respect their adopted father too. There's true importance to why, you know, there's a strength in fathers raising their own children. Now, a matter of fact, this brother, he's trying to set young brother straight.
Good afternoon. I'm 65 years old. I'm a retired U.S. Marine. I'm a world champion power lifter. Strongest man in the world. I got something for your brothers out there with your goddamn pants down. Pull your fucking pants up. Pull your fucking pants up. Goddamn it, nobody want to see your ass, okay? Pull up your goddamn pants. Women's out there, don't give them your fucking phone number. Don't give out no phone number. It's bad luck to give your phone number out to a man got his goddamn pants.
Crashing out, bro. Hey, I ain't saying ain't right for crashing out, bro. You ain't gotta be like that, bro.
Who?
He said he the strongest man in the world.
Shit.
Now, okay, I got a little bit more time with you. Let me just show you a little, some little cheeks. So hard every night and day. Hello.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Oops, hold on. God damn. Wear a bra? Says me. Okay, so how'd I look in one? Damn. You already know she's gonna have some back problems. That'll be some fun though, but goddamn. Girl, you might need a breast reduction. Y'all think them titties go down to her knees? Ain't no way they that perky without that bra, bro. Shit.
He gave me some dick.
Shit.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Now that ain't stovetop. That's oven baked. All the way. Oh my God. Sheesh. See, that's how these hoes be getting pregnant. Shit, it don't be that beauty, it be that booty.
You sell sound. It's all bullshit. All of it.
Oh, you know what I do want to show though? Check out what Omarion got to say. And this is something that's undisputable.
To the vagina.
It's an evil world we live in.
It's the truth. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Those days of, like, they want a different type of dude. And the truth is, a lot of these R&B cats, what they used to sing about, than they even used to be. Like Bobby Brown. Shit, Bobby Brown used to get hoes. I mean, yeah, he might have married Whitney, Houston, because, he almost would have been a fool if he didn't. But Bobby Brown was a womanizer. Bobby Brown was a dude who got hoes. You know what I'm saying? It was only to like the end of, Whitney and Bobby's marriage till she finally, I guess, decided to go like mess around with Ray J or whatever. By that point in time, it was already post-wall, right? But Omarion's right. At the end of the day, these chicks, they don't care about this loving and begging. Like, you begging a chick, truth is that never really enticed a woman. They just kind of like, what women like is the idea of a man fantasizing and romancing her. They don't really they like the idea. They like the idea more than they like the reality. How about that? Does that make sense? Kind of like what Alpha Male Strategy said before. Either you bring the drama or she's going to bring the drama. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, the truth is, if you listen to women R&B songs, they don't sing about the good guys who treated them well. They usually sing about the guys who broke their heart. Look at any R&B singer, chick. Most of their hit songs are songs about getting their heart broken or feeling some type of way about a certain type of dude. So, hey, I don't know what to tell y'all. It is what it is.
Got a girl. Drop her.
Shoot. Even when you do get a girl, you don't know how many early terminations she had. Check this out.
Like 8 abortions in total.
We listen, but we don't judge.
I had 2 abortions this year.
We listen, but we don't.
Yo, do you hear that? Bruh, they each had 2 early terminations already, bruh.
Holy Jesus. the fuck is that?
That's what they're voting for when they're voting for Kamala. Just to have the right to delete their own kids. Now, back to that 23-year-old chick who was, that beautiful young chick. This is going to be her in like 3 to 4 or 5 years. Check this out.
Look this pretty and not have kids. Y'all think y'all the only one that's ever approached me and wanted to like be with me? No. I have 7 kids for a reason. I have 4 baby daddies for a reason. You just don't get a pretty girl like this that don't have all these kids. I'm not asking you to take care of my kids. I said take care of me. In the video, I said get my nails done. I need a new oil change and stuff like that. I never said take care of my kids. I get $2,100 in food stamps. My kids not hungry. My kids have Medicaid insurance. They good. I'm talking about me.
Bruh.
What kind of shit is that?
So she just basically admit that she's basically sucking the dick of daddy government just to feed her kids and to basically take care of her overhead. See, this is why I'm actually glad that Donald Trump is getting rid of Section 8 and all this bullshit, because this same chick will act like she's too good for me and for you simply because she know that she could just depend on daddy government. So because of that, she could afford to basically look past any decent man for, maybe the top dude that she believes is the top dude or a scammer type of dude. Why? Because she don't really need a hardworking man, and she has the benefit of relying on daddy government. She's gonna keep on bumping her head thinking that she could get a better dude. Hence why she already got 7 kids in the first place, because her life is all about bad decisions. Now, with that being said, I also had to point out the elephant in the room. For real. Did she just say that, fine girls or, a woman that's pretty has so many kids? Did she really just say that she's pretty? Ma'am, who told you you're pretty?
Y'all think I'm gonna look this pretty and not have kids?
Ma'am, you're not ugly. By no means, I'm not gonna say that you're ugly, but who told you that you're pretty though? Who told you you was pretty? Who? You alright. You ain't ugly, but you ain't really pretty. You're alright, you're alright. But let's not flatter yourself here, girl. If you was that pretty, you would have got married to one of your baby daddies. So
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Man, once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in to another episode. Once again, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Shout out to XL Pro for coming in. Shout out to Dwayne Rose and Supreme B. I really appreciate y'all boys tuning in on the chat. And I salute everybody in the replay gang. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Cali West, I'm out of here. Gone.